tell us about this episode you listened to and why Chris is paranoid about what links you send.
Okay, first of all, Jack Resider, if you're listening, hi. I'm kind of a fangirl and it's been kind of ridiculous. I've been spamming Chris and like half of the product security team and anybody else I think might be remotely interested, like half a dozen episodes. I've been listening to them constantly. So hi. And second, you're listening to all of these different episodes and Jack does an amazing job of taking what are really technical and security, very, very niche episodes and incidents that occur that people outside of the industry wouldn't really understand or know about beyond headlines, and making them really real by interviewing people who were involved, a beautiful narrative story. It's really interesting and terrifying at the same time. Like, I was scared to give my Wi-Fi password to somebody who came to my house the other day. But you listen to all of these stories and look, I'm in marketing, right? I write things for a living. I try and offer value for a living. But I am not at all technically inclined. My most IT capability is turning things off and back on again to see if that fixes the issue. So a couple dozen episodes in, we get to this part where some penetration testers are talking about breaking into a bank in Jamaica about and assessing how accessible that particular bank is. And I'll make sure that particular episode is linked in the show notes for anybody who wants to learn about it. And the way the penetration testers started their entire operation was open source intelligence. And they were just looking on people's LinkedIns to see what was going on, what they were affiliated at the source. And they were, browsing through comment threads, and they were looking at people's at public facing documents from the company itself, Google Maps to learn the outside. And I'm just sitting here the whole time going, oh, that's what I do when I build personas. Like, literally, I go and look at our target people and go on LinkedIn and try and figure out like what kind of people they are and what they like to go on. I'm on subreddits all the time, reading about random in-jokes for people and learning how they speak and how they refer to themselves and what do they find organically interesting. And that was the exact same methodology that these people were using to then break into a freaking bank. And it just was like, it blew my brain. I think I shared that one with you though, Chris.
And this is really where today's conversation kind of comes together is I basically told Ashley that the marketing brain is ideally suited for social engineering. It is, our job as, I'm more on the product marketing or product management side, but we cross over into marketing all the time as well. Just you guys, all the things that we're doing are very much the same. Anybody who's been around in the industry for long enough, you guys all remember how social engineering was, even a decade ago. You got the forward of email from, Disney wants to give out shares, or that you're distantly related to a Arabian prince, and if you give them your information, they're going to send you millions that you're due. Really, really just bad social engineering content. Fast forward today, it's very hard to spot phishing attempts now because they have tailored their content very specifically. The way they go about it is very much like the approach of just modern marketing. You have to understand your persona. You have to understand how they speak, what they're interested in, the different things that they're going to react to.